Hey guys, just a heads up. This week's episode had a few technical difficulties, so you may experience some points where the audio seems really weird and kind of pitchy. We did our best we could to fix that issue, but just to let you know that there might be some inconsistency in the volume and the sound of things. So thank you for listening, and on with the show.
Thanks for tuning in to Campaigns of the Plains channel. Catch new material every Friday on YouTube, and make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Now, on with the show.
How about an inspirational snap?
Okay. And welcome back to Campaigns of the Plains, Season 2. Yeah.
It is a season.
Episode, I don't know anymore.
Episode, what the...
21.
21? Okay.
I was like, 22! But never mind, talking about different
We're
things.
odd numbers. 20.
Well, I thought we were talking about years.
Oh.
Oh.
It is 2022.
For us.
And for them too, because we're
We're
like
watching
really,
it in the future from when we tape it, and it will be 2022.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
no, so this rate it could almost be.
We're not that far ahead, are
The
we?
world could end before then. Hopefully.
And for our audio listeners, this is labeled as Season 3, so
Oh.
confusion.
Okay,
Wait, what?
yeah.
Monster of the
Because of Monster of the Week.
Yes.
Season 2 of D&D.
Season 2 of D.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair.
Season 2 of 5th edition.
Season 2 of 5th edition.
Which I think is a 90s boy group.
It's something else edition, I think, but not
New edition.
New edition.
Can we...
So what did we do last time, guys?
I don't know. Google 5th edition.
Anyway, who wants to share their notes from last time?
Oh, I got you, girl. I got you. Okay, these notes were taken on November 19th, just to give everyone a heads up of where we were the last time we physically were the embodiment of these characters.
Meanwhile, they're like, it's July.
Yeah.
No, for us...
We're freezing, and they're like...
no, for us it's like negative 20 outside right now because it's fucking January. Okay. Anyway.
I wish we could just do something like top of the screen. Notes taken on October 13th, and it's just like law in the order, like dun dun.
Okay. So, my first note. Oh, my notes are called Ellie's Got the Candy. I don't remember why. Okay. These look like actual important notes. Oh god, there's a lot of them. Oh god. Okay. Pact is formed between Summoner and Opens, Espers, no, that does not look like Aeons. Espers and...
Eidolons.
What's this say? Adders? Add-ons?
They're
You have
DLC
to-
summons?
You have to unlock
Okay.
those
Oh, you gotta
summons
pay for those?
with
Yeah.
a $9.99.
They have to pay me.
Yeah,
There's a
it's
paywall.
it's a $9.99 paywall for those summons.
I summon paywall.
Oh my
I didn't have to pay you shit.
She got work for that.
And what's that? Oh, okay. Adolins unsanctioned summons. Boy, it's hard to read these notes a week later, let alone a month later. Okay. Downfall of Baron book. Somebody has that book. I don't know who.
I think Becky does. She's a book girl.
Yeah,
Okay.
Becky got the book.
This one has lots of subcategories.
I'm hot, but I'm a nerd.
Book of secretive info on summons far plane. Elf? It's elf.
Sure.
It's elf. Sure, elf. Just elf, not elves. Just elf. Souls of great heroes / villains could be summoned called visions. Okay, that was easy to read. Summoners that could summon visions caused influx of fiends. Oh no. Okay. The engine of death is broken, in quotation marks. Very large arrow. What Marquis' hand when he died that one time? What Marquis heard when he died that one time?
That makes more sense.
Not hand.
Okay, I changed colors. Important. Gain favor of the to gain entry to the Garuda portal, access to the trial. I have knitting needles and yarn for scarves. That's important. That was a note.
That isn't out of character.
Silk,
No.
it's in character.
same thing.
It's in character. and out of character. I got me some. There's some knitting needles right here in this bag. I have silk and yarn right here, guys. Right? Okay.
Let me just restart 5 times.
Oh my god.
Silks like rhymes, sweet smelling herbs. Okay.
Oh, they like.
Oh, and that's why I got candy. That's why we got candy. That's why I got candy, guys. It figured itself out. And now we're going to the Sylphland, baby. Gonna get married.
Who?
What?
Going to the Sylphland, baby.
Oh.
Gonna get married.
I don't think that's why you want to go there.
I went. I want candy. That's what I thought.
Oh, no.
That's where I went.
I can't explain why I wrote the things I did in November. And November was a different time. That was before the Omicron or whatever it's called.
Hey, that's the new variant now, people.
Oh yeah, by the time we're watching it, it's gonna be like
Is
like
is
Gamma or something.
No,
yeah,
there's a
right?
new variant.
We're on the Omega variant, damn it.
Is that what they're calling it now?
New variants.
The new variant, it's like it has 3 initials, and then there's like 7 cases in France.
It has its own zip code.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway,
902,
so
oh, no.
that's all I have for notes. That's what I got.
Anybody else want to add anything to that?
No, that was fairly comprehensive, even though it was kind of all over the place. But it was comprehensive.
It was very Ellie.
It's very Ellie.
Yeah, we're dropped in the shit right now, so... Yeah, we are going to see the Sylphs. I guess so. Yeah.
Going to Silk Road.
Mm.
Oh, I thought that was illegal.
Is it? I don't know.
That's the Silk Road.
Oh, what's that? That sounds naughty.
It's like the black market online stuff.
Oh, is there a black market in
Mess that
D&D?
one up.
Probably.
Make that.
Anyway,
Entertain me. Entertain me.
so you guys had made it to the Sylph Circle and had been pulled inside one by one, and you now reappear in an area that looks very similar to where you just were, only the colors here are very abstract. The sun, the early morning sun, looks to be like a purplish light instead of that orangish yellow morning sun. The trees themselves have these like deep dark red leaves. The trees of the trunk themselves are like this white color. The grass itself is blue. Just the colors vary and clash as well. So what are you guys going to do?
First thing I'm going to do is my cape of fashion is going to change into the, it looks like these black leathery wings that are like crossing over my shoulders with like onyx scales all the way down.
All right.
That's really the first thing I want to do. One needs to present themselves properly. Wow.
Are you going through something?
Bitch, I've been going through something for like half a year now. Dang.
Do you want to talk about it?
Fuck no. Where the fuck are we?
We're in the Sylphlands, I think. Or we're dead.
Oh, I hope we're dead.
Marquise, are we dead?
No.
Okay. Well, then we're not dead.
I trust him.
Oh, good. The expert has spoken. Yeah.
The Dexpert.
Yes.
Mm.
So, where are we supposed to meet these Sylphs? You just like put out the candy as like a breadcrumb trail or something, and they'll find us.
No, I think we give it to them as an offering. We don't use it like a lure.
No one told us anything. How to meet them?
I've never met a sylph. I just assume it's an more of an offering and less of a crumb trail.
Yeah, we should start like singing in rhyme and they'll find us. To be sure, I don't fucking care. I just wish you all would get out of my hair. Ooh, that's good, that's good.
Oh, that's a good rhyme. Oh, okay. I can't think of anything. Okay, let me try again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that you were actually doing the thing.
No, I still can't think of anything.
I kind of had more of an impression that you knew more what we were getting ourselves into.
How would I? This is all a very new experience to me.
Okay.
I
Maybe we
already
should go
have no
to
idea
the
what I'm
Garuda
doing.
Temple. What? Maybe we should try and find the Garuda Temple, because this was supposed to be like our back alleyway in, right? Yeah.
We're not on the same plane we were before, I think.
maybe there'll be another cap circle there.
You know what? I found one traveling. If you keep going forward, eventually you find the right way.
Or something points you in the right direction.
Or you find somebody like Din who helps you.
You know, I'm tired of all this pointless shit. Let's just pick a direction and maybe we'll hit.
Right is always the right direction. Unless it's forward, because you should always move forward. I'm gonna start walking forward.
Okay.
Din understands.
We're going.
Don't you guys like have magic that tells you where to go?
Oh my gosh, I forgot about magic.
Does magic work here?
That's a good question. I will try and do firebolt at the ground just to see if I can.
Yeah, so when you cast Firebolt, it feels kind of funky when you access your magic. Like, there's almost like this wave that kind of washes through you before the magic actually comes and manifests itself as the Firebolt. And it looks weird. It's less of a bolt, more of this like spiral of fire that hits the ground. And it's not red like fire.
Was that a spell?
No, that's fine. I did firebolt, but it did a swirl instead of a straight line. That was weird.
No, it's a fire swirl. Fire tornado.
Fire tornado, yeah.
Okay, you know what? Poppy always knows which way to go. Poppy?
Poppy is not here.
But maybe you should try and summon
Okay.
Poppy.
Okay.
Just
I know-
Poppy, nothing else.
I know how to do this one.
I know, I'm just making sure that I clarified
I-
which one to summon.
Okay.
I didn't want this to come back on me if something else happened.
Why would I ever hurt you, Marquise?
I'm not saying you would. I'm just saying I want to make sure I was clear.
I don't think you said hurt. I think you just...
Are you afraid of me?
No, I already made my point.
Okay, I'm gonna summon Poppy. Poppy.
Poppy.
Poppin'.
There's a
Poppy
routine to
poppers.
this? This is new.
It's like a fusion dance.
Come on, Poppy.
Yeah. Duck walks and like...
I do a moonwalk.
Yeah.
Summon Poppy.
Spin circle.
So you focus on Poppy and form that image of Poppy in your mind. And in front of you, in a pop, these two young twins appear before you.
I thought I made myself clear on which one.
I can do Poppy. I can summon. I meant to summon these guys. I meant this. This is.
I like to do an insight check.
This is
Don't know if one is needed, but
Billy with an I and Billy with a Y.
What? Other girls?
Billy and Billy.
No, actually, one of them is a boy and one of them is a girl.
Like I said, Billy with an I and Billy with a Y. Billy and Billy.
They appear to be Lalafellin.
Okay, well you're not Poppy, but could you please help me? We're looking for the sylphs.
Or sorry, not Lalafellin, but small children, small human children.
There is no
Billy.
difference.
Yeah, you still get that.
They both kind of look at you and both kind of crane to their head to the side, and then they kind of they move and look at each other, and they kind of look around at their surroundings, and you see as the small boy is like almost seemingly like talking, but you can't hear anything. And talking to the other one, and the girl finally just like takes this rod that she has and she like bumps him on the head.
Maybe they don't speak common. I speak to them in Sylvan. Can you show us how to get to the sylphs?
And the girl like smiles at you, and like the bonk kind of knocked the boy to the ground like on his butt.
I
And
pull out 2 pieces of the pack of candy I have and I can eat this.
their hands pass straight through it.
Oh, okay.
And the boy looks awfully upset about
I'm
that.
so sorry. You're dead, so you can't eat this.
Oh no.
But that's okay, because Marquise was dead once, and he can eat again. So just have faith.
And the girl kind of smiles at you and like, okay.
Can you show us how to get to the silk?
And then she kind of nods, and you see she pulls what's probably her twin brother up from the ground from the ear, and she kind of like looks like she scolds him for a second, and then they both kind of close their eyes and they start to chant a little bit, and their staves kind of moving back and forth in their hand, and then they both put them up at the same time, and they are gone with a flash, and they are replaced by two very young tabaxi.
What have you done?
This is clearly chats.
What?
Well,
I don't.
this
What
is
is
clear
What is it?
that those twins have made a beeline,
Oh,
and now instead we're stuck with some feline.
I was like, they made a feline.
I
Got it, yeah.
I read a very interesting story about a king tabaxi, and his name was Chance. He had a cloak of many colors. Anyway, can you?
I claim plagiarism.
So you see now the two small tabaxi. They have matching patterns. They are all black, save for some coloration around like the end of their muzzle, and then on their eyes as well. One of them has a pattern, like a triangle pattern, pointing down on their left eye, and the other one has a triangle pattern pointing up on their right eye.
Okay. Hi.
And you see they kind of look at each other, and they're looking all around like, how did we get here?
Hi. I need your help. I don't really know.
Hello, I need your help.
No, I'm Elspeth.
Oh.
You can talk.
Yes.
The last ones couldn't talk. Well, they
Last
couldn't
ones?
to each other, but they couldn't talk to me. I'm a summoner, and my summons were talking. You're probably very confused.
Your summons were talking.
To each
Don't
other?
all summons talk?
What? But then mine have never talked. I mean, Poppy makes noises.
The other one speaks up, and obviously, a lighter toned female voice comes through, and she says, "We speak with all summons, all aeons and eidolons and
This-
espers."
We're all hearing them
Mhm.
now.
Who are you? Are you summons?
My name is Alexis, and this is my brother Alexi.
Wow.
Oh, it's Billy with an I and Billy with a Y. But it's Tabaxis.
Alexis and Alexi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, my summons brought you here, so maybe you can help.
So, you summoned a summon which summoned us.
Are you summons?
No.
Okay, then yes.
Okay. This is very confusing.
Yes, who are you? Are you
As
living?
my sister said,
Are you-
I am Alexi and this is Alexis.
Are you, like, alive?
And you see Alexi, like, takes his claws and, like, pinches his arm. And
Yes,
he's like,
that's all good. He can do that too. But
so
are
far
you,
as I know,
how did you, okay, are you from here?
yes.
Are you sylphs?
No.
Can you take us to the sylphs?
It's maybe not a good idea to
I have
visit
a
the
very
sylph at
large
this moment.
bag of candy.
What a flex.
Yeah, weird flex, but
It's
okay.
easy.
Okay, look, I got it from my friend's dad, so it's like old man candy. There's like butterscotches in here.
It's a Werther's.
There's like
These little
Irish.
strawberry candies
Oh,
that
I
every
like
grandma
Werther's.
has, but they're good. Like look at shit, big sack of candy.
And you see as Alexi, like, his eyes go really wide like saucers,
I
and
tried to
he
give it to the summon.
he
and
just
they
does this
take
with
it.
his hand, and like a couple pieces of candy float out, and he like shoves them in his mouth and starts chomping on them.
There were peppers.
Not anymore, they're not.
Well, we need to get to the sylphs because we need to get to the Garuda's temple
Oh,
because she's in danger.
Garuda's temple, and he looks at Alexis, and Alexis goes, "I don't know of any temple. Maybe what you seek is our elders. They would know best."
Okay, whatever it takes. Yeah. Oh, these are people. These are my people.
These are people.
But
Yes, hello, people.
you don't know of a temple, but you know of Garuda.
Yes,
So-
doesn't everybody?
You'd be
I
surprised.
mean, that's not necessarily the case. No, not really.
Very strange.
That's Marquise. He's famous.
Thanks.
There's
Never heard of him.
6 books written about him.
Oh, mark that down.
Oh, well, not here.
I hope someone's keeping a tally of how many people she has told.
Every single person we've ever met ever.
He's an expert detective.
If you say so.
I don't say so. 6 books that won a lot of awards say so.
Well, please take us to the place where Garuda had it. And please pay no more attention to this over-talkative rabbit.
Well, that was not even subtly aggressive.
She's going through something right now. That's Becky, by the way.
Probably your bag. She's probably going through
I don't have a bag anymore. It blew off when the magic spell broke it.
Oh, you seem upset about that.
It was a very nice bag, and now I have to carry all the money normally.
Whose mistake was that? Anyway.
Yes,
It was Milos's mistake. He told me to draw the card.
I merely suggested it. You didn't have to.
We shouldn't fight.
Agreed.
anyways.
Can you please take us to see your elders? It's very important.
Yes, why don't you follow us? It is very important. To be out here and not know where you're going is very bad.
Yeah, we're very lost. We were just gonna walk in a direction until we found someone.
That's not a very good idea.
yeah,
And
that's what
you see as the
See, Marquise, I told you that was a bad idea.
You see as the girl Tabaxi takes a couple steps beyond in the opposite direction, and she takes the staff that she has and she touches it, and you see this ripple effect, and a bunch of vines shoot up from the ground. It's not very safe to wander here. Follow us.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So the
Is Asher's mom still with us?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, this is all new to her as well. And she's just taking everything in, being okay, I've never been here before, so I guess we'll trust two
Why am
small
I here?
children.
Don't.
As we're walking, can I try and do a channel energy to see what elements I'm getting?
Yeah. On this particular area that you are actually at, you are getting every single element that you could even think of. There is some kind of attachment here.
Okay,
You are able to pick and choose if you would like to reset your...
Huh, okay.
No, you gotta draw 4.
Yeah, it's very strange to be connected to all of the elements at once. It's a little overwhelming almost, but it is definitely a different type of energy here.
I will, as we're walking, I'll try and focus, and I'm sure I would feel overwhelmed, and I'd reach over and grab Becky's shoulder to try and help steady myself. Ew. Don't flatter yourself. The place is overwhelming. It's a bit much.
Would you like me to carry you?
You carry me?
Yeah.
No, that's fine. I would break your back. It's not a big deal.
You see as Alexi and Alexis, as they're walking, their tails are mimicking each other's, but in opposite directions, and every once in a while they'll touch, and then they'll kind of look at each other, and it seems like they're saying something, but not out loud. And after Milos focuses on these elements, you see as Alexi looks back at you, Milos, and says, so you can sense the elements here.
Yeah, for some reason I can feel all of them all at once? How is that possible?
This is the plane of convergence. It's where all of the elemental planes ley lines, they are bare here.
Oh, interesting.
Be careful not to dwell on the elements for too long. They are very strong and wild here.
You're telling me I'm feeling lightheaded already.
They have a mind of their own if you do not know how to chorus them.
I will take ease then and just tap into them when I need to and not focus on it too much.
And you see as Alexis looks back and smiles at you, and she says, all of the elements have a convergence point here. Is that what you were speaking of when you speak of Garuda?
Perhaps. Do I sense the wind specifically closer than any of the other ones, or is it too much of a mess?
Make me an Arcana check.
Oh, okay. Right. Oh, that's
Roll the 20.
No, I rolled a 4, so it's an 8.
Yeah, so I mean, it's... you're feeling all of the elements, and overwhelmingly so. And when you go to tune into them, they all just like try to converge in upon you and like exert all of their will upon you. So, it's overwhelming. Like it's giving you a migraine at this point.
So I would definitely like keel over for a second and like try and catch my breath. And like just hold on, guys. Oh fuck, that was a doozy. I'm not doing that again. At least not for a while.
Are you sure you don't want me to carry you?
No, I'm fine.
Is your shit okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, Becky. Thank you for your concern.
Maybe I can summon a very big, strong man to carry you. Or woman.
No, it's fine. I can...
Doing your summons here.
Worked so flawlessly last time.
No,
I don't know
it
what you're talking about.
Clearly did not.
I think it did. We have help.
Those are not who you summoned.
That doesn't matter. It happened for a purpose. And it worked.
Oh, she's a chaos summoner.
So Alexis says, best not try to tap into the elements again for a while. Let the energy flow away from you. But yes, this area is close to the wind plane's focal point.
I think that's where we need to go.
That makes sense.
Well, you don't want to go directly to the focal point. You would be torn to shreds.
That doesn't sound fun.
That
I
sounds
imagine not.
exhilarating. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're into some weird things, Marquise.
He isn't all leather. Anyway, they go not much further now, this way, but you can see the focal points from here if you just focus. And you see as they all, both of them seem to mimic each other, but in reverse direction, and they actually begin to cast a spell on all of you, and suddenly your vision kind of clears from this area, and all of the colors begin to make sense and look somewhat natural. But you look around and you see this giant green pillar off to the northeast, and you see a couple other lit pillars way off in the distances, but you can make them out. But there is one giant pillar of light to your southeast. This one catches most of your eyes, as in the middle of this pillar of light there seems to be some kind of architecture, some kind of building at the center of this.
So if we can't go directly there, how do we get there?
No, what's up?
Oh, okay.
So we're reading. I'm trying to pick elements.
Gotcha.
Continue.
Okay. I thought something went wrong again. Anyway, what did you say, Ellie?
How are we supposed to get there if we can't go directly there?
No, you can go near it, but you wouldn't want to be directly in the focal point.
Yes, but we need to go through it to get to Garuda, I think.
Garuda is at the village.
What village?
The Elder Village. Where are you going now?
Oh, okay, perfect.
What? She just wanders around like another person, or?
It's where all of the Aeons and Espers and Eidolons congregate.
Oh, that'll be great. We can talk to all of them at the same time.
Yeah, that'll be good.
You know,
Oh yes, sure. Let's just handle all of it at once. That's
like
that
a
would be.
town council kind of meeting, you know?
Just a one.
Hello, you're all in danger.
One fell swoop.
Let's
Get
just
help.
hope we don't have to deal with it like we did Titan.
Yeah. What if Titan's there?
Oh no, we can't go. We can't go. I can't go.
Actually, no. This
I
could
don't
be
wanna
good.
do that.
That's a
No, I
good
don't want to do
point.
that.
This
no.
could be good for
Hey,
you.
no, I have a
No.
lot of emotional damage that I'm dealing with right now,
But
and I'm not ready to deal with it all.
what if me?
No.
I think if
No.
you were able to speak
No.
to Titan directly,
No.
you could figure out
No.
whatever your. I don't know what you
I
call
think you
it.
should go into the wind tunnel. Did you just say go die?
Yeah.
We
Go
both
blow
know
yourself.
that only one person out of this group could actually survive anything death.
Fuck you.
I taught her that.
I taught her that.
What did you teach her?
She said, fuck you.
Oh, it's cute. It's cute. Just fuck you in
Look at
2022.
you're making me so angry. Okay, I'm better now. I'm not going.
You now see
I think you have a choice.
through most of your conversation, much time has passed, or at least much distance has passed, because you suddenly see in front of you the outcroppings to what look to be just a normal-sized village.
Oh no! And Ellie's ears just.
Does she pull them down
and
a
then
little
she
bit?
pulls them down a little bit. This is not what I signed up for.
Do you recognize this village?
No. The architecture is very alien. There are a few spires in this small village, maybe about a story or probably about 2 or 3 stories tall. And they come to these like triangular points on the sides, and then have this kind of sharp point at the top. And then one of them is completely rounded at the top as well. So, like I said, the structure is very alien.
Huh. Never seen anything like this before.
The walls, as you approach, look like they could be vaguely Eastern in design. The buildings themselves, however, look like they are from the Southwest, as they are built of marble stone. There are a couple of areas that look like they could be from anywhere, really, as there is very odd markings everywhere you go, and it doesn't seem like there's any guards or anything posted on the wall or anything like that. It just seems to be pretty open.
Alexis,
Yes?
do people from our world come here often?
Not very, no.
Okay, what was the last time someone came?
It was a very long time ago. I remember there was a woman who was dressed in a dark cape, and she had a red mask on with gold outlay in it.
A red mask?
Yes.
We should ask the Joker about all of his people wear masks.
Didn't. It was a what?
A woman in a black robe with a red mask, gold overlay.
Did she tell you her name?
She only dealt with the elders in the village, not with us, unfortunately. We were quite young.
Do you know how long ago this was?
Well, we know that time passes differently here, but for us it was quite a while ago.
Do you know what Elder did?
No, unfortunately, again, we were not old enough to...
Something for us to ask the elders, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Has the summoner ever come here?
Not usually, no.
Cool. Okay, fine, I'll do it to save this stupid aeons and stupid world.
As you approach, there seem to be quite a few smaller beings walking around. They have a body shape, but they seem to be completely made of some kind of energy or light. They don't seem to have taken like a complete physical form, but they do have what could be considered like eyes and a mouth. But again, there's no distinct features about these things that are walking around.
What are those?
Those are the young primals.
Young primals?
Correct. They are children, I guess would be the best word. Not children, just young, not elders yet.
Can they not be summoned until they're elders?
Well, once they become elders, they take on an element, and then they can be summoned. Or they become their own beings.
Interesting.
I believe you call them eidolons. They are unaspect when it comes to umbral or astral energies.
You know a lot about summoning.
We've lived in this village our entire life.
What about summoners who can summon people?
That is a very odd question. We've not heard of this.
I read about it in a book.
Take a look.
I'm just staring at Marquise. My eyes like big and wide.
What's this village called?
This village?
Yeah.
It's Sintra.
Do you have a girl here named Siri?
Let's see,
Princess.
Becky, like, seeing these little people in the village now.
Mm-hmm.
I think she would actually kneel down and kind of say, "Oh, hi, little one."
There's not a language that comes through, and it kind of looks at you, and it touches your outstretched hand, and you feel this surge of energy power into your body, but it's not bad. It's not like a painful energy or anything. It's like feeling goosebumps run up your entire body, and your hairs kind of stand on end, but like in an exciting way.
Oh, Becky likes that.
The whole time we're in the village, Elspeth is like holding her ears and like rubbing the tips of them to comfort herself. She's like basically like.
Is anybody nearby, Becky?
I mean, I think we're all in this general vicinity.
It's very short, but why don't I have you guys, if you are paying attention, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Perception. I was still open to Elaine.
17.
19. Holy shit! My perception is good.
We're wise, yes.
21.
Okay. So most of you, except for you, Marquise, managed to catch as this creature is touching Becky, that it changes shapes really, really quickly for like almost a flash of a moment. And it appears as though it's copying Becky, but this copy of Becky seems to have tiny little wings coming out of its back, and it looks at Becky for a second and then drops the shape.
Becky is taking a little bit of that.
Wings?
And she kind of like wipes her cheek really quick and just kind of keeping her head down, just kind of marches forward through the village.
So you start marching away. However, this creature seems to be attached to you now and is now like following you through the village.
Got a minion, good job. You didn't have to even run through contact or anything, just get a minion. No. I think Becky would say like, shoot, just saying hello.
And
like it kind of looks dejected and then like kicks its feet a little bit and starts like going real slow away from you.
Becky, that's rude. It's a child.
Hey, come here.
Hey, kid.
I guess fine, kid. You can hang out.
It seems to like excitedly turn around and like wander back over to you.
Okay, look, we're just heading through this town because trying to find Garuda to like save it or something, and so like I didn't mean to hurt your feelings or whatever. You seem like a sweet kid.
It holds out its hand, and you see as Alexi comes up to you and says, the little one here really likes you and would like to make a pact with you.
Oh. What kind of pact?
One that would shape its destiny, probably empower you.
I'm sorry, be loud.
Okay, look, kid. I've definitely been maybe a little older than you. I don't know how old you are, but
you see as Alexi like talks in some kind of cooing like language to it, and it kind of makes that same cooing noise back and says, "Oh, this one says he is 842 years old."
Oh,
I'm sorry, she.
Well, anyway, okay. I was a kid once. Just like you, I know that, like, it seems really cool to make these big decisions at this age and, like, come into your own. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm intrigued, I'm interested, but also, are you sure? Because, like, the path I'm going down, I don't know if I return, okay?
It starts speaking back with Alexi, and Alexi kind of coos back to it and then turns to you and says, "It's grateful for your concern, but it is more concerned for you. Can you handle its power?
Of course.
It is still a youngling, but it will eventually grow and be a benefit to you. But by forming this pact, you form its future too. So...
You have to be a good mom, Becky.
Or just teach her how to steal. Well, of course I would teach it that, duh.
Stealing is wrong, unless you steal with the intention of taking it to a museum one day. Like we do.
Well, you're not part of this conversation, Dad. Okay, yes, I will accept your gifts, and I will do my best to look after you.
Alexei says, "Oh, there'll be no looking after. The pact will merge your energies."
Oh.
Becky, you know, I'm not one for all of these packs and stuff, but shouldn't you be asking more questions?
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
no
okay.
offense to you.
So these things are like blank slates, right, Alexei?
Correct.
Okay, so it's basically like a carrot, and it hasn't been incorporated into the stew, so like it's just a carrot. It doesn't have any like direction either way. It's not a bad stew or a good stew. It's just a carrot.
That is an analogy that made no sense to me.
He doesn't eat carrots.
The pacts that they form usually shape its future. Yes, it's neither good nor evil, but it could be shaped that way.
It's like a baby. You can
Well,
raise it to be a good
lines,
child, or you can raise it to be a murderer.
So,
that
if
much
I'm-
no. But what are the benefits to both parties?
Becky gets a cool daughter.
Yes, because I'm sure Becky is absolutely looking for a child.
She's going through something right now. Maybe that'll help her feel better.
Or maybe it won't.
Hold on.
But only Becky gets to make the
If
decision.
both of your energies merge, what is the cost? What do both of you get or want?
Maybe she
and
gets more
desire in
funky
return?
tattoos.
Alexei smiles and says, "This is the will of most espers. They start young, and then something pushes them into adulthood. Whether that be an attachment or a pact, but something pushes them into adulthood."
I'm going to lean down to the little gal and say, do you want, like, someone to, like, guide you? Like, I know you're, like, 800 years old and, like, near immortal or whatever, but, like, and you're, like, an all-powerful being, but, like, do you want this? You could be anything, but do you want this?
Yes. And Alexei makes it clear to it too, and it just smiles up at you and continues offering it its hand out to you.
I reach out, and instead of its hand, I just wrap my arms around it and pick it up.
So there is this glowing light, and there are a couple things that happen. Immediately there is this cocoon of light that wraps itself around Becky and this creature. So you no longer see Becky and are kind of blinded at the moment right now. Becky, you hear this female voice in your head now say, "What do you desire?"
The only thing I've desired for a while now is getting revenge on Osoroshi.
And what would you do to obtain the power to enact this revenge?
Just about anything.
Then let us make a pact that when you face this creature, I will be there.
And what do you get out of it?
I get to become something more than a blank slate.
What will you become, being born out of revenge?
That is entirely up to you. But for now, there is a deep darkness inside of you, and that will be enough for now. There is a color change to this light on the outside. It turns into this dark purple light of swirling energy. And eventually that energy fades, and there is a Becky there. Becky, there is a change in you now.
Something has changed. No, stop.
The runes that have been etched on you before, they light up, and they seem to extend to your back now, and you get the feeling like something itchy on your back, and then it begins to not hurt, but pressure on your back.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of you now see as on Becky's back and through her shirt, these two black wings emerge from her back.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And beside you, Becky, you now see this small sphere of black energy now erupt into these bunch of tiny, like, bats. And from the sphere, you see now there is this very scantily clad woman. She has long talon-like hands and feet, and she has these black leathery wings and these horns that wrap around into almost like a halo around her head. Black hair, violet eyes that glow. And she says the pact has been stricken.
What the hell?
So does anyone else want to make a pact with one of these things and turn it into a hot booby lady? Are we
Do
good
we
to go?
see the thing floating next to her, or is that just a her thing?
Oh no, you all see it.
Oh no, she's on a ball.
Or do we? What are we? Are we all good touching things, making booby ladies, or anyone else?
I'll say to her, well, I hope I can be a better mother to you than my own was.
We shall see her too, I expect.
I suspect before it's all over. Yeah, we sure will.
Oh, we get to meet more parents. That's exciting.
She does this little backflip in the air, and you see as the bats now come back and surround her and form this dark sphere of energy, and it just kind of blips out.
Oh, she certainly drags down the average of leather being worn in the party.
You can admit that she was attractive.
Are you wondering what your favorite wacky nerds are up to? Search for Campaigns of the Plains on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and make sure to follow and like us to keep up with all our content and news. You might also find exclusive content for fans only. Remember to catch us on YouTube every Friday at noon for a new episode of Campaigns of the Plains.
And Alexi goes, well, that was very all interesting.
So anyone else want to touch anything?
I want a new friend.
Go touch one.
I think it would be best if maybe we don't pick up anymore.
Maybe you can make a friend with Garuda.
No. Yeah, there you go.
I actually do have a question.
And then, how does that work? Because you don't summon, but if you were to capture, like, say, Garuda.
Please don't Pokeball the Aeon.
How does...
Can you capture these things? Can I go, like, jump on one of these energy things?
What are you doing?
So you run up to one and you, like, jump on it, but, like, just like water, like, just... like a cat, like, coming or like getting out of your arms, it just kind of liquids itself out from underneath your grasp and just kind of continues walking blank faced.
I'll try again. We'll jump on it again.
It does the same thing where it just kind of and then continues to kind of go on its way.
In some direction. I'm following it and doing it again.
Does somebody want to go get her? Or...
And Alexi's
No,
like, perhaps she should not. We should introduce you to the elders.
I have a question before we go.
Okay.
Is Titan here?
Yes. Yes.
Did anything strange happen to Titan recently?
No.
Like a personality change?
Yeah, like a big personality change. Maybe even like visual change.
No.
Well, see, you're fine.
What does Titan look like?
Would you like to see?
Yes.
No. I would like a visual description.
No, I think we're
It's
fine.
best to just show him to you. He is on the Council of Elders, so...
Son of a bitch. Okay.
Wow, he's already me. Okay. Just moving up. the
Get
ranks.
throwing some person at him like you threw someone at me twice.
Oh, you're going to have words? You're going to bring a complaint to the council?
I don't. I don't. Okay.
Try not to throw me.
Could you please not throw him? We don't know if he can die multiple times and be okay.
That's true.
I think Becky kind of like flexes these new wings and like kind of like pulls one or like has one arch over her right shoulder and like touch it to feel it.
Becky,
It is physically there.
Becky, you can't be rude to Din anymore now. You have wings too.
Yeah,
Everybody's
you're Bria too now.
everybody has the same hardware now.
So I changed my cape of fashion. Instead of the folded wings, which it currently is, it turns into like a white, fading into like a purple ombre, and like I now fold my new wings across my chest, and I say, yeah, but I wore it better.
Let's go see the stupid council with the stupid Titan.
So Alexis grabs your hand and says, "Do not be afraid."
I'm not afraid. I'm pissed.
Why are you angry?
She's had a very rough experience very recently with Titan.
Is this really Titan and not like the Aeon Titan? The guy in the crystal?
But the humans, or the people that make a pact with the Aeons, they are just the faith. They are not.
It's fine. He's not here.
See, what are you so concerned with?
I'm not concerned anymore. It's fine. I let my ears go and they pop back up. It's fine.
So they walk you to one of the central buildings. It's
not fine.
It's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Stop being so concerned. You will get through this. I believe in you.
Well, that's very sweet. That's not going to help with my stress.
They walk you to, they see as you, like, stop, and now Alexi takes your other hand and, like, starts to pull you as well. It will be fine, I promise.
Okay.
See?
I trust her more than I trust.
You trust my sister more than me?
No, I trust both of you equally, more than him.
Well, that's very strange. I thought you were traveling partners.
He's trying to make me deal with my emotions, and I don't like it.
You're not supposed to lie, or something like that.
What?
Aren't the dead not supposed to lie? So you can trust.
I don't think
This is the one occasion where I'm going to allow that.
Okay, next time I summon a dead person, I'll ask them if they're allowed to lie, okay?
Okay. Somebody remind me.
Siri, set a reminder. Anyway, they walk you into to this building. It looks like a combination of buildings between like a Pantheon building and the Taj Mahal. It's rounded pillars, but square accents. Rounded roof, but square walls. It's very strange architecture here. The floor itself seems to be some sort of colored marble, and it depicts a number of different aspects of these energy creatures that you would see in outside, morphing into different beings. And as you walk in, you see that this hall that you're in now is very large. And you walk between a couple of pillars, and you now see seated in a half circle in front of you, and speaking amongst themselves are at least 5 Aeons.
Marquise, I'm nervous for a different reason.
These Aeons are much larger than yourselves, and they seem to be
There's still drinking here.
they seem to be speaking amongst themselves, and not really hushed tones, but almost not quite argumentative, but definitely adversarial tones. And then in the middle, you actually see a very beautiful woman. She is completely blue-skinned, and she has very long hair that is tied back in a ponytail. She wears a gold crown, and she has what looks to be some kind of shawl about her shoulders, and she is wearing light golden slippers as well. She sits in the middle. To her right, you see an older gentleman, very long beard. He keeps his staff in his hand, He wears a long gray robe and has what little hair that he has on the top of his head pulled back in a pony, and his beard just flows freely almost down to his feet. To his right, you see this giant made of etched stone and granite. His features rather jarring, but he doesn't seem to be imposing or anything like that. To the woman's left, you see a great serpent seated. He has giant wings coming out of his back. He has almost a sky blue complexion to him, and he has a very long, for lack of better words, I guess, like a mustache, or tendrils coming out like a mustache would be.
Whiskers. Yeah, just whiskers.
Whiskers. There we go. I didn't want to call him a catfish, but, you know, whiskers. And then to his right, there sits a woman with feathers across her body and throughout her hair as well. She has taloned appendages for hands and feet, and she has very sharp features, kind of this ashen gray, but her hair is green, and feathers seem to be strewn about it as well.
I start walking forward.
They take no mind to you, as you are maybe a quarter of their size.
Yes.
And Alexi and Alexis kind of grab your hand as you're going forward, and they say, "Wait until they finish their business.
Oh, Paul.
Just a few moments. We will announce you."
Okay.
But, perhaps, and, like, Alexi, like, takes his hand and, like, brushes, your traveling gear and, dusts some dust off, and is like, "Perhaps you should take a moment to make yourselves presentable. These are the Aeons."
Anybody got prestidigitation?
I think I do.
Asher's mom actually, like, reaches over and touches Asher, and he's completely clean.
Oh, how nice of her.
Such a mom thing.
Yeah.
Could you help?
Oh, yeah, yes, sure. And she prestidigitations your clothes. Would anybody else like me to?
Does anyone have water?
She reaches back and grabs a canteen and
Just
hands it to you.
touch you to clean you.
I mean, you can certainly do that. Or I could just pour water over the leathers.
Make them smell funny.
You would also
No,
get
hydrate.
water on the floor here. I don't know if we should do that.
What is that offensive here?
I just go up to Marquise and I start brushing
Just slip
dirt
off.
off of his shoulders.
Go and brush your shoulders off.
I get a little rag and I lick it a little, and then I get a smudge off of his mask. I like hold the beak like this, and I just you gotta smudge.
You now see as the Tabaxi twins step down a couple of steps into this atrium, and they both tap their staves on the ground at the same time, and in tandem at the same time, they both say, "Great elders, we beseech you, we have visitors." And they point back to you and say, "This is Elspeth and her traveling companions."
Oh, Asher, Marquise, Din, Milos, and Becky.
And Asher's mom.
And Asher's mom. Juniper. No, that's my mom.
That's
No, that's
your
right.
mom.
No, my mom's
Oh,
Juniper.
Juniper.
Was it Juniper?
I don't remember my mom's name.
Anyway, they kind of look at you all, and you now see as the woman in the middle says, "And what do mortals have business in our realm with?"
Well, it's a really long story.
We do not have a very long time, unfortunately.
I will talk very fast.
Let's just jump on the bullet
It's
points.
Shiva.
Okay,
I thought so, but I just want to make sure.
the bullet point makes the most sense, yeah. The Aeon of Garuda is possibly in danger, and we're trying to get to it. We heard this was the fastest route.
And they all kind of look over at Garuda, and Garuda's like,
It's okay. We already helped the Aeon of Titan, who is actually dead now, and is now my friend, who is in the crystal.
they look over at Titan, and Titan's like,
Well, you guys really need to pay attention to your Aeons.
"We are Aeons, as the Titan kind of looks
The
at
crystal
you.
people.
Wait, hold on. Are you like the same Aeons that are on like our plane, or are those like different things?
Those are summons through faith.
The faith. That's what I meant. I'm nervous.
Do not be nervous, child.
That's gonna make me more nervous.
No reason to be nervous here.
You're not.
So-
I don't think you're helping. Just it's fine.
Okay, so there
Deep
was.
breath.
Oh, that's much better, thank you. Yes. Okay. The Aeon, the summon, the faith of Titan was stolen and then pulled out of the crystal and then killed. And then my friend is now in the crystal as the faith.
I thought I did feel a new pact being made, yes.
And now the Garuda one is in the same kind of danger. And we believe someone's going around trying to destroy all the crystals.
They look over at Garuda and say, the Titan says, have you also felt a new pact being made? And Garuda kind of thinks for a moment and kind of closes her eyes and she says, no, I feel no disturbance.
Yeah, we're trying to get there before that happens. Because the last time it happened, we had an extra summoner handy to jump in the crystal. But this time, I'm the only summoner. And if I die, I don't really know how they're going to help anymore.
We'll find more summoners.
Keep fucking summoners in.
Summoners will just become our ammunition. That's all.
It seems very dangerous for summoners to be with you.
Well, yes.
Truly, I've almost died several times since I've met you, so that's fair.
Well,
If it makes if it helps, it probably doesn't. The Grand Maester's the one who has us to help. You don't know who he is.
no.
Okay, then it doesn't matter to you. He is dead, yes.
And what, pray tell, was this Grand Maester's job?
He was just like the leader of the church or something. I don't know. I'm
Just
gonna
poking
be
about.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good short description. Yeah.
And the older gentleman kind of strokes his beard and says, I don't suppose you would happen to know the name of this Grand Maester?
I forgot what it was, Josh.
Let me just find that shit.
Go all the way back to when we
What
met
episode
him,
was
see if
that?
he gave us his name.
2 or 3.
Was it Tricks Are for Kids? Dances with Wolves? Oh, it was right before Cubbyhole.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yes.
Really? I wrote down.
I only ever had Grand Maester, that's all. Yeah, I don't have his name, I don't think. I mean, he had a big title, he didn't really need a name.
I did not write his name down.
I don't know if we ever knew it.
I don't know if we ever knew it.
Would
You never know it.
would either of us know it, being from the city?
Go ahead and roll me a history check.
Oh, man. Look at the numbers.
Would I know it? Because I'm a summoner? Maybe not.
23.
I only got 7.
So yes, his name was never mentioned in any of our
Should we
past
name him?
episodes because you guys didn't really ask him.
Well, you know, that's what we get for not asking everybody's names.
I thought his name was never mentioned.
No.
But yes, his name was Orlando Sidolphus.
His name was Orlando Sidolphus.
And you see as this old man kind of stops stroking his beard and leans over and whispers in the blue woman's ear, and she kind of nods and says, yes, I do suppose that would be his main summoner. We should check with him. Would you be so kind as to close your eyes for a moment? It's going to get rather bright in here for just a moment.
I take my ears
Over your eyes.
over my eyes.
I use my wings, cover my eyes just because I can. Of course you do.
I just have to accept that I probably am.
You just see in a mask, you just see him. So you hear them speaking in a language that none of you recognize. And it's almost a type of chant. And you feel the whole building that you're in begin to rumble. And then there is this kind of whoosh of energy that kind of pushes you all back. And then you hear Titan's deep voice say, "You may open your eyes now."
Do you speak in bright flashes? That's
now before you, as you do open your eyes, you see what looks to be a very tall and presenting man, covered in this very bright white armor with gold etchings around. There's a helmet on his head, so all you really see is a dark slit with these glowing golden orbs behind it. And there's a number of cogs that are turning on his left arm, and you see as there is some kind of mechanical device attached to his back, and the rest of him has these different cogs and pipes coming from the armor that he is wearing, and it almost seems a little steampunky. And in a booming voice he says, "Why hast thou summoned me?" As he looks towards the elders, and they say, "We hear of grave tidings that your main summoner may have passed. Is this true?" And you see as the figure scans around with his head and then looks back and says, "Nay, my pact remains intact."
Those son of a bitches lied to us.
Or a new pact was made.
Negative. No new pact has been made. The old one remains in effect.
Maybe they faked his death because they knew
who is-
someone was trying to kill him.
But who is your main pact with?
Orlando Sidolphilus.
Okay, well that about clears that up.
Well, they told us he died, and then they tried to frame his murder on us.
So we're not murderers.
We can't be murderers
Well,
if
we
he's
weren't
alive.
already, though.
We weren't already.
But the good news is we can safely go back knowing that the case has been solved.
It's not been somebody else who think he's dead.
And
Wait, I just ruffle through my backpack and pull out a fucking booklet, a piece of paper, and I start writing. It's for the next book.
Yeah, I figured as much. I was going to say that I'm sure more books will be written about
This is definitely going to win a prize.
Pulitzer.
Yes?
I'll make sure you get a cut of the funds from this.
Okay. What if that's where that money's been from? Just keeps showing up on my doorstep. I don't know what it's for.
Okay.
It's free money.
Free money. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to turn it down.
It's like that magic bag I had that just had money in it sometimes, and then it blew up like a piñata.
I really... That is a scene I have to actually see animated.
Get to work, Paige.
Just Elspeth holding holding the bag of holding, and then it just pinatas into a bunch of money and items.
Good thing money's not magical. You can buy magical things, but it is not magical. Okay, well that doesn't change the fact that the Aeons are the what do they call it? The crystal people, Josh?
Faith?
The Faith? That's me forgetting, not Elspeth. The Faith are still in danger. How do we get to the temple? How do we get to the temple?
You hear as Titan says, "You said that my faith crystal was moved from its original location.
Yes.
That would be very upsetting for your plane,
Yes.
as..."
It did. Everyone lost connection with you and were unable to summon you for a hot minute.
That's not the worst of it. If my crystal were moved, then the aetheric flow of earth magic would have escaped into your plane.
Well, that doesn't sound good. Milos, have you noticed anything weird with the earth magic?
No, I've been doing it normally, as far as I can tell. I mean, obviously stuff is weird here, but on our plane, everything seems normal.
We know once Reese went into the crystal, made the pact, everyone was able to resummon Titan, except me. When I try to summon Titan, I summon people. That's a whole nother issue. I can tell them. They're the things I'm trying to summon.
Could you help her with that, by the way?
Dear child, you say that you summon people.
Oh, they're dead people.
And he kind of thinks for a moment and then leans over and kind of whispers to Ramu. And it's at this point that the figure in the middle says, "If thou hast no more need for me, I shall be on my way."
What's your name?
And, like, with a word, he kind of turns around to finally regard all of you. And you now see he has this, like, giant sword and shield as well. And he says, "Dost thou not know my name?"
I think that's what the question was.
I don't.
Seeking to
But
solve.
I've been a summoner for a week. Maybe 2 weeks. How long have I known you? How many times have you almost died? It's been at least a week. Maybe 2 weeks.
My name is Alexander.
Oh, I like you. You're cool. I like Shield.
Thank you. And with a word, he, like, turns back and says, "If that is all," and he regards all of them, and they all nod, and with a flash, he is gone.
He seems nice.
I want to learn how to summon him. He's cool. I can't even summon
Start small.
anything that I try. Like, seriously though, it's like I can only summon Poppy correctly. And that's not even all the time.
I was like, you didn't do that last time.
I know I summoned 2 children.
Yes, back on to that. Is there anything that you can do to help her? She's...
Defective.
I almost killed my friends twice.
Well, that... Yes, actually, that has happened. But it's seemingly disruptive for her.
There was a time when certain summoners were able to, and this is the gentleman stroking his beard, which I will motion like this to kind of give you an idea.
You have a beard. You don't have to pretend.
His is much larger than mine. But he says, there was a time on your plane when summoners were able to summon the spirits of mighty warriors of Eld.
Yeah, I read about that in a book.
Mighty villains as well.
Oh, that's not something I want to do. I just don't know how to control it. You see, I tried to summon Titan, and it's never Titan.
Well, summoning at its base is an emotional journey. If one is not calm and collected and have an idea in their mind of what they are going to be summoning.
But I have really bad anxiety and I get distracted easily, which is probably why I failed my summoner test.
I might be able to help with that.
Oh, good! How?
There's no weed in... No, I'm just kidding.
I invent alchemical solutions. I can come up with something.
Did we find mushrooms here last time? Red mushrooms, something like that?
Oh, we did right
In the cave.
In a cave. Did find some
If
mushrooms?
they're red,
I
do
did.
not consume.
I picked a bouquet of mushrooms for him.
Mm-hmm.
They glowed.
We need to test these out.
Yeah, glowing ones are probably especially deadly. I don't know.
It's okay. You died once and you're okay.
You got better.
You got better.
You probably don't want to make a habit of, dying. Especially you. Can you summon yourself if you die?
I think I have to be alive to summon. Unless I come back as a ghost.
We don't know that. Anyway, so good.
So I
Things
just need to
seem-
be less stressed,
Yes.
even though we're in a very stressful situation all the time.
Okay, so I
Every morning we wake up
solve the solution.
and we have like a
of your
90%
stress.
chance of being attacked. That's a really high percent.
Well, if you know that it's like that all the time, then you can't just accept that that's just how things work and make that your new baseline, and suddenly you're good to go.
So what are your expectations of the day?
I didn't think about it like that.
Really, yes, it's.
Okay, I can try that. I can try that out.
See, it's a good thing we came here. See, you've gotten to face.
We still need to get to the temple to help grow the Garuda crystal.
Oh, we haven't gotten to that subject yet.
Okay.
We need to make sure you can summon so that you don't kill everyone.
Perhaps there is a spell that can help you be not as anxious.
Does everyone need to use magic for this?
Have you met her?
Yes, and I've said that I
I
can
should
come
take
up
offense
with
to
a
that.
solution.
Right?
I'm sure in my abilities that I can solve that.
I
Also,
trust Marquise.
Thank you.
Just a dead guy?
I'm not dead.
And
We
at
have
least the
established
first
this.
two
Why
volumes.
are we arguing about this in front of...
At least the first 2 volumes of his book, he's a hero, and the hero will never do anything wrong. Except for in the second book, you really, really wronged Judy.
Who was Judy?
Oh, you don't even like Judy? Fuck Judy, he said.
How
Fuck
could you say
Judy.
that?
Just
How
like
could you say
Swipe,
that
right?
about Judy?
I don't know any of these people.
The Great Serpent, for the first time, sitting on one of the seats, now, like, lets this peal cry across, and it interrupts like everyone, and a great maelstrom cloud above you begins to form and swirl in the room itself.
That's cool.
That's great. Could you also... Okay, so the next subject.
We're just gonna ignore that. No, I think
That's cool.
I think
I've had a meteor rain down upon me. This is nothing.
we see fire tornadoes.
I have literally died before.
I did. I summoned the meteor. That was me. I'm sorry. Well, I didn't do it. The girl with the green hair did it.
By extension, it was you. It's fine. We've gotten past it. It's okay.
Garuda says, enough. You said that you are worried that my faith will be disrupted.
Yes. The Grand Maester told us yours was the next target. And then we got no instruction after that, and he supposedly died, so... I don't know what we're gonna do after this, guys. She starts hyperventilating.
It's just do the deep breath thing again.
Right. Okay.
Just keep doing that.
Okay, I'm better.
Okay, good.
I'll come up from behind you and put my arms around you and kind of like swaddle you a bit. Just like rock back and forth with you.
That's a lot better, yeah. It's like a weighted blanket.
Yeah. And I'll just like have like a low purr. just soothe you a bit and just, it'll be okay.
Okay, I'm calm now. We're good. We can continue.
So Juniper actually steps up and says, I have one question. I've never been on this plane, but I can't hear the green word. And the woman in the middle says, pray tell, what is the green word? And she says, on our plane, there is the life stream that circles the entire planet. And it rejuvenates the world and recycles the souls of the dead. And you see as the elder with the big beard says, that's because life does not cycle here on this plane. Life is eternal. That is why we called you mortals.
That makes sense.
Why are you looking at me like that doesn't count?
You've had 2 lives. That's one more than any of us will get.
How do you know I don't get 9?
Oh, you can't. Leo's is good. He'll be around for a while.
And Juniper just kind of steps back and nods and goes, well, I guess that is an explanation.
Okay.
Is it quiet?
It's quieter than I'm used to.
It must be nice, though.
No, it's very disturbing.
Hmm.
It's like,
I can lend you some of my inner thoughts. It won't be quiet.
it's not quiet right now anyway.
That's fair.
What would happen if your faith crystal on our plane was destroyed? What happens to you here?
Nothing happens to us, but our connection is cut off from your plane. Not only that, summoners not being able to summon us in their time of need, but then the energy from the plane leaks through to your world and causes chaos.
Yeah, you remember how fucked up Milos got when he tried to connect to the elements? And he's used to it. But imagine regular people feeling that.
Oh.
Is it possible to construct a new one?
Over many, many years.
We don't want one to break. We just want to keep them from getting fucked up. I'm saying bad words a lot today.
Yes. Well, it's more of a... If it were to happen, at least it's not permanent.
Does anyone know how to make a crystal?
I'm sure someone does if they've been made before.
Who made them before?
We did.
Oh, see? Look, there you go.
Okay.
Well,
With the help of the 12.
I don't know who those are.
They're the...
But I'm sure you do.
Yes, they're the 12 gods of our world.
Oh, those ones.
Didn't you, go to school? I was homeschooled and I know of the 12.
It really wasn't. I have no reason to make the connection. We're on a different plane. I don't know who they know.
The 12 reside over all planes.
Religion is weird sometimes, and I'll be honest, they make things up on occasion.
Huh? Yeah.
Well, most of the time.
They tell summoners that if they fail their summoning test, they can never be a summoner.
See,
and
exactly.
Here I am.
See?
So, they lied.
There you go. Exactly.
I would say that is because you are an oddity.
Oh.
No
Well,
offense.
I know I'm odd. I understand that.
But normal summoners, when they fail their summoning test, they are cut off from us.
Oh, well, I wasn't. Poppy just showed up one day.
Well, I would say that is because you are not a normal summoner. You can summon visions of ancient ones.
Yes. If I could do it in... if I could do it in a planned sort of way, it would be a lot better.
Well, it is true.
Maybe I should make a list of all the ones I've seen so that I can try to summon the same one again.
Wait, ancient ones? Is that what?
They're heroes of old.
That's
We've
what
seen
we're calling
visions
them.
of them.
Well, I guess I don't remember. Is that what we're calling them? So
That's what they call them. So
You can call them dead people because they're all dead.
I think ancient ones is a little more polite, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Didn't calls you with the dead guy behind your back sometimes.
and to your
On
face.
my back if it's right in front of me.
She
You
just
can't
says
really
it right
tell
behind
if
your
you're
back so you
looking
can
or
hear
not.
it. Literally.
Yeah, just right beside your ear.
We
Yeah.
just
Behind this.
we can't tell.
Yeah, Dad.
Yes, we don't know where you're looking. So
Are you sure? There's like the beak is kind of a good indicator.
you don't have peripherals in that thing?
Matt, you'd be amazed how shit the vision is.
We wouldn't judge you if you wanted to take it off, right?
Well,
But that's beside the point for right now because
we're not getting
Unless
to
you're
that.
ugly.
So, how do we get?
Asher's pretty enough for all of us. It's fine.
Well, how do we? Are you able to teleport us to where your temple is, Garuda?
With a crystal,
It would really save time in making sure that whoever's coming after you doesn't get there before us.
we really don't know what to do when we get there.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
There is no teleporting on this plane.
I mean, like from this plane to that one.
Yeah, how do we go back? How do
Is-
we get out of here?
Are we?
We were told that this is the way to get to the temple, the back way, because the front way we're very likely to get arrested, as aforementioned that we're wanted for murder for a guy who's not even dead.
Does seem to be quite the problem.
Yes.
Well, if my faith is under attack, then yes, you would need to enter your plane from before my trial.
That's a trial, I think.
You failed the Garuda trial.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you won't. Wait, does she have to do it again?
She will, because she failed it the first time.
Wait, so you're allowed to do it again?
Well, I'm already a summoner at this point. Like, what are the rules?
That's okay. That's a good point. I don't really know how to respond to that.
Well, it's this time you guys can come with me. I didn't have any of you.
Okay, so
before.
you were alone last time,
Yeah.
but you're not this time.
Yeah.
So we're good, right?
No.
Yes. No, this is fine. Remember, you've got this.
Sometimes people die in the trials.
I don't.
Okay.
It's.
Doesn't matter.
He got better.
Better.
We need a shirt with.
Doesn't matter. He got better.
Yep. Marquis's face, looking all confused. It just says he got better.
This will be fine, I'm sure. Okay, so
I wish I could have some of your positivity.
look, you just make it up sometimes.
Okay.
Yep. See, there you go.
I'm
I'm not
positive.
sure if that was.
I'm
You know,
good.
you pick up quickly on
Yeah.
some things and not others, and it's kind of confusing.
I know. I'm listening right now. Sometimes I'm not listening.
I need to figure out when to know you're actually listening.
You're
So
so when I'm looking
you
right at you.
can get us to right before the trial. Yes, maybe.
Alexi and Alexis could get you there, yes, and
Oh, good. See,
How will we know How will we know which temple to go to next if we need to go?
well, you don't feel weird, Garuda, right? Does anyone feel kind of weird at all?
Feel sick.
Anyone
Oh,
feel
cold.
like maybe they're missing a dead guy in a crystal called Faith? Anyone feel like they're missing their
You know,
faith?
it's a shot in the dark, really.
and they all just kind of murmur about themselves and shake their heads.
This is the weirdest conversation I've ever
Can we
had
still
with
the
anyone.
maelstrom above
Yeah,
us?
it's still just kind of raining on you guys now.
Did you make it rain so we pay
Well,
attention to you again?
And the serpent cries out again.
What is with the rain? Can I have my wings folded over top of my head now.
My fur's gonna get so fluffy after.
This
I don't
is-
have fur.
This is
I don't have
great
fur.
for the leathers. Hydrates.
On your ears, you do.
My ears are gonna be really fluffy after this.
It's been very dry.
My leather's gonna start making that creaky noise leather makes when it's wet.
Anyway, the serpent flicks his wings and it's gone again.
Good. Well, should we?
Well, it was lovely meeting all of you. Thank you for humoring us.
Maybe we'll be back and ask you more of these questions about whether or not you're feeling off.
Or if you have the ability to reach out to us and tell us something feels off, just feel free to hit us up. I don't know if you can do that.
We've got it.
Yeah.
No. Don't hit us.
I, at the
Send
very
us a
least, can
message.
successfully summon Poppy, so if she's somewhere around here, you can just tell her. You can pass the information along.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know who Poppy is. She's a carbuncle.
Carbuncle should be around here somewhere, yes.
E-carbuncle? I would like to
Well,
Well, if you find the right one, you can just tell her. Titan could reach out to me, but again, I have not quite mastered that.
Well, feel free to gather whatever necessary items from the city before you leave.
There are items in the city.
Well, yes, many espers are skilled craftsmen and
Oh, shit.
tradesmen.
Our money pinata blew up. We have plenty of money.
Perhaps we can find another money pinata.
well, perhaps we can offload some of the weight by purchasing items.
Purchasing heavier things.
Shopping quick.
Shopping?
Gold is quite
Shopping.
weighty.
Quick, Elspeth. Draw a card.
No. It's Din's turn.
It's Din's turn. Din wants to draw a card.
Just do it right here in this chamber.
Josh brought them just in case. I heard him say it.
Do
Right here in this chamber.
Do it.
Just pull it out.
it. Whip it out.
It's right in front of them. They all fucking die.
Let's go. Just give me a card.
Well, Milos is the one who has it.
Yep, and I'm not taking them out at the moment.
Oh.
That's probably for the
That's
best.
for the
Hey, okay, well, let's go and...
Shopping.
Shopping.
So you could make me like a tea or something that will calm my nerves. That's what Mom used to do.
I could find some way. May not necessarily be tea.
She's mushroom.
I don't want to get her, like...
I'm just curious. I
That-
calmed her down.
I didn't pay attention to how it was made because I was distracted.
By how high she was.
My
You now see as
goodness.
Alexi and Alexis bow to the elders here and begin to push you out of the hall.
Oh, I would also bow very, very graciously as we're walking out of this.
Thanks, I'll see you guys again when I figure out how to summon you.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, you guys have your run of the town. It's a decent sized town. It's probably a little bit bigger than the Kaywood is.
At least we're not wanted for murder here.
Yeah.
You're right, Becky is with
Let's change that! As Juniper pulls out her swords.
Becky's here. And honestly, arguably Din's here too. I watched her bite a child a few weeks ago.
Watched all of you have a run-in with children.
I did not attack any children.
Just saying.
Of course not. Those were little brats. They weren't children. They were
Does
still
anyone
huge.
have anything specific they want to buy?
Well, I'm sure you would like another bag.
Well, I'm going
Another
to
infinite bag?
start
Yes.
on ingredients.
I have to imagine those are expensive. And
How much gold do we have?
said they were. I gave everybody their money.
What did you?
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
we should have that.
Oh crap, how much money do we
I
have?
think I gave everybody 200 gold.
What? I don't remember this. Yeah, I spent all of
Money
it.
out when
I did because it was heavy. Oh, it was like 120 gold, I think.
Did I spend any?
Uh,
I don't think so.
I don't know. I have 65 gold on me, so I don't feel like we talked about it.
No, I have 70. So how much do I get? I know I had a lot of gold, and then I spent some on a spell scroll. So.
How much did we get?
I only have 50.
Yeah, I gave everybody their share of the gold when the
Which
because
was.
I was carrying a lot of gold.
There was 485 in your haversack.
Okay, so there was 485 in our haversack,
Oh.
and I divided it by
It's
all.
120 gold, 600 silver, 450 copper, and 2 platinum.
Divide that out by all of us. That's how much gold everybody got. I took it out of my inventory.
Yeah.
I wrote it down.
Well, figure that out for each of us, and then I'll put that in.
No, each of what I just said was how much
Yeah, how much?
Oh!
to each of us.
120 gold. Does that work?
600 silver,
I'm gonna ask you.
And 450 copper.
and then I have 2 platinum written as well.
Okay, cool. So that's a lot of gold. A lot of... Okay, cool.
That's money, people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was just carrying that around in her bag, and she didn't even realize. So,
60 silver, you said? Or
600 silver.
Mm-hmm.
and everybody gets 1 electrum for the fun.
No,
no.
you can have that shit.
So, is there anything anybody needs to buy? I mean, I am magic myself, so I don't need any
Proper?
magical things.
450.
But maybe some potions would be good.
Can't undead friend make potions? It's not a thing you can do.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you...
I think you mean Detective Marquise.
Sure, yes, him.
Are you feeling okay, Milos?
Yes, why? I mean, my head still hurts a bit, but I mean, that's it, I believe.
No,
Why do you ask?
no reason. But it's fine.
Are you feeling okay, Marquise?
I needed to... I just was curious, because... Not sure why... constantly refer to me as the undead person.
Well,
It's just the easiest way to.
You know, I think it's one of those things that once somebody starts doing it and they do it enough, then everybody will start doing it.
my apologies. I'm just a little on edge from earlier.
I'm always on edge. I have a mental breakdown. But that's okay.
So Alexi goes, feel free to peruse about the city. We should leave probably within a few hours, though. And that is where we'll end tonight.
Thank you for tuning in to the Campaigns of the Plains channel. Catch new material every Friday on YouTube, and make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.